All right. So a very good evening, everyone. We'll be starting our presentation sessions now. First we have Pratheek with us. Yeah, Pratheek, can you tell me your topic name?
Prediction of future location system.
Okay, you can share your screen, please.
Okay, sir. Screen sharing is not
Okay,
allowed.
just a sec.
Okay.
Yeah, you can share.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, it's visible. It's scheduled, right?
Sorry, sir.
The this presentation is scheduled, right?
Sir, for me, I got two presentations in one click itself. I asked in the technical chat, they told me to ignore the rest of the mails. Just the first one,
Okay.
they told me to take it.
Okay, so this was scheduled for today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You can start.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Pratheek Shetty. I had received the project Future Location Prediction System. The objective of this project was to develop a future location prediction system using Data IQ, Data Science Studio. In this task, we learned how tools like DSS are used in industry to develop industrial machine learning applications. We aim to create a predictive model that can accurately forecast future locations based on available starting locations, timestamps, and destination locations. Consider the following situation. Imagine a traveler in his car eagerly embarking on a highly anticipated journey, equipped with precise starting and ending times, as well as the initial location. Yet the journey becomes fraught with uncertainty as the unforeseen obstacles like traffic congestion, accidents, and diversions delay his progress. As time goes on, a pressing question looms. Will the traveler successfully arrive at the desired destination within the allotted time frame? In light of these challenges, the undeniable necessity of predicting future destination emerges to facilitate informed decision making. By leveraging such predictive tools, the drive could be seamlessly transformed into an experience that ensures the traveler's objectives are achieved. The necessity of prediction. This story underscores the vital need for predicting future destinations at certain times. In our increasingly connected world, time management is crucial, be it for business appointments, social events, or critical deadlines. Accurate prediction systems enables effective planning and proactive decision making. By anticipating potential roadblocks and providing real-time insights, predictive tools empower travelers to navigate through uncertain journeys efficiently. This optimizes time utilization and enhances overall productivity, ensuring people can confidently reach their desired locations or destinations irrespective of the unforeseen challenges. The contents in my task were the data set handling. The model one was latitude prediction using lasso regression and longitude prediction using XGBoost, whereas model 2 was using lasso loss on both latitude and longitude. The dataset had 1,536 rows and 7 rows, which is already cleaned. The columns were event time start, event time end, latitude start, latitude end, and longitude end. The training ratio used for this project was 0.8. The first model, we first use lasso regression for predicting the latitude and then XGBoost for predicting the longitude. Lasso regression is a linear regression method that incorporates regularization by adding a penalty term to the loss function. It encourages past solutions by shrinking coefficients towards zero, effectively selecting the most relevant features and reducing overfitting. The features used for predicting destination latitude using lasso regression were event time start, event time end, latitude start, and longitude start. This was the latitude prediction values, the accuracy, and error values. Here we can see the error values are very low, like 0.009 or like 0.009 here, or 0.0008, or you can see the MAPE values or RMSE values, which are very small. And the accuracy values were very high, comparatively like 0.99, or R2 score was 0.9999, and similarly Pearson value was also high. The longitude value was calculated using XGBoost. XGBoost is a powerful machine learning tool that uses an ensemble of decision trees to make predictions. It optimizes the objective function by iteratively adding weak learners and adjusting their weights. The features used for predicting destination longitude using XGBoost were latitude start, longitude start, latitude end, error decile, error, and absolute error decile. Here, the error decile, error, and absolute error decile values were found during the prediction of latitude. The accuracy value for the longitude prediction was 0.999, which was the Pearson correlation. Now, moving on to the second model, we could see that when we predict both latitude and longitude using the same algorithm. Here I have used lasso last, as we can see in the next step, because when we did try to train here for using all algorithms, we saw the log error values was pretty low for lasso last compared to the other algorithms. So lasso last was used. So the first step was concatenation of the data set here. The latitude start and the longitude start was separated using a delimiter in the start destination. And similarly, end destination also was separated using a comma in the same cell. Then lasso last was used on this data set. Lasso last is an algorithm that combines the lasso regularization method with the last algorithm. It performs feature selection and coefficient estimation simultaneously. The features used for predicting destination location using lasso last were start destination, event time start, event time end. And the destination end values were predicted. The accuracy values for this was 0.89, which was very low compared to the other prediction where lasso regression was used for latitude and XGBoost was used for predicting longitudes. I would like to summarize this entire presentation. In this project, we aim to predict future destinations using a dataset containing starting and ending times, latitudes, and longitudes. An analysis revealed an interesting finding when using separate algorithms, lasso regression for latitude and XGBoost for predicting longitude. We achieve better accuracy compared to using the same algorithm on both latitude and longitude together. The varying performance of these algorithms indicates that there might be distinct patterns and relationships in the data set for latitude and longitude. By leveraging lasso regression's ability to handle feature selection and XGBoost strength in handling complex relationships, you are able to exploit the unique characteristics of each variable. This finding underscores the importance of considering individual predictive models for latitude and longitude when dealing with spatial data sets. It highlights the potential for improved accuracy and suggests the existence of dissimilar underlying factors influencing these geographical coordinates. Thank you.
So, are you done?
Yes, sir.
Right. So it was like future location prediction system, right?
Yes, sir.
See, your one thing unique about the presentation was the slides, how you showed them. Like you used new method of flow slides, and they were like you are looking good. So the terms of formatting part, the PPT was nice. Although there were some slides where in a single slide there were like too much content. So although the font size was big, but you could just summarize them using pointers, not to include all the passage, but to use a single line or pointers. So it will look good, not too much content in a single slide. Secondly, see, I believe you could have elaborated the topic more. Like you explain XGBoost and lasso regression, everything in a single line. Instead, you could have elaborated them more. And then there were like values like MAE, MSC. You told them that these are very less, right? So there has to be a range, like above that, it will like fall in the bad category. But what
Yeah.
exactly are those values? So you didn't explain them. You just said ki these were very less, and some values are like showing the accuracy of R2 is showing the accuracy of 99%, 0.99%, right? So,
Yeah.
but what's R2?
Ah.
So you could have elaborated topic more. Then again, see, in the demo part, you started very nice. Okay, there was a very good hook story. But in the demo part, you only showed us the snippet. Although I have seen many presentations on this topic, they actually explain their demo, like do step by step things and then get the results. There was a pre-result. You showed us the snippet of the predetermined result. So your demo could have been showed lively, not just the snippet, right? So it could have been more creative.
No,
Like
because we were told to make a video separately for this as well and submit that, the demo using the data IQ
yeah,
and presentation for
I'm
this.
saying the demo. As you started the demo, as you started the presentation, right? Your flow
Yeah.
was very nice. You started with the group story, then you told about the introduction part, what's exactly you are going to use. Then there were
Yeah.
two modules, and you explained them. Although they were
Yeah.
short on information, but you explained them, and then you started with the demo, right? So
Yeah.
instead of just showing the snippet of the demo, you could
Yeah.
have just you could have actually clicked all the data you showed in the demo. Can you just share your screen?
Understood.
You understood, right? Still,
Yeah.
can you just show me your presentation again? Share your screen again. And jump to the demo slide where you started your module 1.
1 second.
Right. So
Is it visible?
it's visible. Go for the 7th slide, maybe. Okay, it was 7th slide, right? Yeah, and see, although so in the location data set, like there has to be some input values, right? Like you give some input, like in your current location, and then the final destination, and after that, like not final destination, current location, and then according to that you get a location, a future prediction, right? That's how
Yeah.
it's done. Also, as you are showing that the data set has 1 15 36 rows and 7 rows, everything. So there has to be some a table, right? So
Yeah.
much rows. So why only just uh, yeah, this one, right?
Okay.
Right, this, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So you could have showed a demo, na, like this
Okay.
thing, not just the PPT. Although the PPT was
Understand.
good, but you should have showed us the real demo,
Okay.
not just the snippets. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, I believe because you get the marks for demo. So the way
Okay.
you present your demo, it will get you more score than
Okay.
just the snippets. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And then again, at the end of the presentation, you always end your presentation with a conclusion slide, which was there, but there was no reference slide. There has to be some reference slide, like all the data
Okay.
being gathered. So there has to be a reference slide. followed by a Q&A slide, which should be having your, GitHub link or Gmail. So if anyone gets any doubt, they can reach out to you using that.
GitHub link I added over here itself.
Okay, so and then again it should be added in the Q&A slide. So at the end you should be asking like if anyone has any questions, so they can reach out to you or they can ask. Right? You understood, right? So yeah, followed by a Q&A slide and a thank you slide which was there. So that's how you end the presentation. The start was good, the flow was nice. Although the demo was not properly explained, you could have explained the live demo. There was shortage on information for each and every thing which you mentioned, like lasso regression, everything. Could have explained them what exactly they do and everything. But the PPT formatting was good, and that's all from my side. Hope you understood.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's move ahead. We have Gaurav Tomar with us. Okay, Gaurav, you can share your screen. And tell me your topic name.
So my topic name is student performance.
Hopefully this time it's PPT and not document.
No, sir.
Right. What's your topic name? Task name?
Student performance.
Gaurav, I can't hear you.
My topic name is student performance.
Student performance.
Hello. Yes, yes. Sir. Hello.
I can hear you now.
My topic name is student performance.
Like, can you show me the task mail which you got? Also, this task is scheduled, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The presentation date schedule.
What?
Presentation date. Presentation date.
Day.
The presentation date was 16 June.
I can't hear you. Can you be more loud?
Sir, presentation day is 16th June.
16th June.
Yes.
So why so late? It's 20 already.
Because of some work.
Okay. Well, you should be giving a presentation on the date it is scheduled. Okay. Well, you can start your presentation.
My presentation, my topic, my task name is student performance. I am from data engineering group. My name is Gaurav Tomar. Here is my presentation. Start from page 1, and second page shows the content. Introduction. Data is coming from where? Data loading and exploration, data processing, modeling, training and evaluation, regression metric calculation, feature selection. Next slide is the introduction of student performance. Student performance is basically how much a student perform in their learning, test score, competition, and other participation class. They judge that the performance of a student. And next is my data is coming from www.kegel.com, given by Hackweather Limited. And after that, I prepare a report on in our slideshow. Now my data is loading and exploration. Data set was loading as a CSV files .pd.read, and after first we can check out few first rows with the help of data.head df.head. and then we summarize in summarize and information obtain the data with the help of the df info and df display, and we can check our data with the help of is null cell is null. We can check our null value is present or not in this. Then we processing our data with the help of label encoder, and we can we can put out a one hot encoded variable with the help of pd get dummy, and then we split the data into features and target. My feature is my features are belongs to x, and target variables are belong to y. Then then my model was able to train and predict with the help of these regression, decision tree, logistic regression, random forest, and so on. After that, we predict our model with the help of predict, and then evaluate our metrics. We can check accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 scoring. Um, I have I can say that this task I had a problem. That's why I am using regression matrix calculation to calculate random forest regression with the help of mean squared error, mean absolute error, and R square. And then after I can select the feature scaling, important feature. Those are more important than others. I can show you my demo. So my screen is visible.
Uh, it's still on the PPT.
Also, it's visible.
Yeah, now it's visible.
So here is my task, student performance in Jupyter Notebook. First of all, we import some important libraries like NumPy, Pandas, sklearn model selection, print test split, decision tree, logistic regression, random forest, and label encoder. Label label encoder is we can in this we can check our variables. We can check the variables with the help of label encoder. Like we can name them with the help of this, and we I can import sklearn matrix, importing accuracy score, precision score, recall score, F1 score. Then we import sklearn feature scaling, imports selection fold model. Then then I read the data, and then we check first few rows. After that, I checked there is any null value or not. Then I check the information about the data like range 103 0 to 999. Data columns are 8, total number of columns are 8. Data is belongs to gender, race, and ethnicity, parental level of education, lunch, test preparation course, math score, reading score, writing score, etc. Then I can use the DFW describe. This method belongs number of counts, mean square, standard deviation method, minimum value, percent, 20% minimum, maximum value. This helping. Then I can check the last few rows with the help of tail method, tf.tail. Then then I used encoded ca- categorical variable. Level enco- I can perform level encoder is equal to level encoder. Then I define all the labels. Then I define all the labels like gender, race and race, ethnicity, parental level of education, lunch, and test preparations. Then I put out in one of these a hot dummy encoder like a race. uh, I can put out a race and ethnicity. Then I split the data like X feature, X is belong to feature, Y is belong to target variable. Then I drop match score with the help of x-axis as a type of float as a type of float. And target variable is also match score. Then we import this feature print test split. We can use x print, x test, y print, y test. Then we check. Then we perform all the regression like decision tree regression, logistic regression, random forest. After that, evaluation metrics help to check the accuracy score, regression score, recall, and F1 score. Here, I generate a function with the help of tab evaluating model is equal evaluating model prediction or bytes. Accuracy score is equal to accuracy. We can use in y test and prediction. Recession is also using recession. In recession, we also use y test and prediction. And average is equal to max. And recall also we can use y test and prediction and average max. And again F1 thing. Then return to and then we check evaluate all the regression model like decision tree, logistic regression. My decision tree value of accuracy is 0.505%. Recession score is 0.36. Recall score is 0.48. And F1 score is 0.037. Then we evaluate logistic regression model. Print all the accuracy, recession, recall, and F1 score. Logistic regression accuracy is equal to 0.03. Recession value is 0.007. Recall is equal to 0.020. And F1 score is 0.010. Then I have some issues. That's why I'm using initial average for to calculate random forest. Then I imported an scalar matrix, imported means error and mean estimate error and R. Then I define prediction is equal to RF model dot predict which belongs to X. Then I can then I calculate MSC, ME, and R. After that, I print all these features. Mean square error is 36.95. Mean absolute error is 4.368. And
Gaurav, sorry to interrupt you, but can you be more loud? Just take your microphone to your mouth. Maybe you are, yeah,
okay, sir.
yeah, continue.
After I having some issues, then I calculate mean square error, mean absolute error, and R2 score to calculate R random forest. Then I can then calculate after printed all these values. Mean squared error is 36.95. Mean absolute error is 4.68 and R squared is 0.84. Then after we calculate all the all the models with all the models like a decision tree, logistic regression, and random forest, we can select some feature and I use, and after I can check all these values, I preferred random forest. Then I choose random forest. Feature selection is feature selection using random forest. Feature then after I import some feature importance pd.data frame like features. Features belongs to X column. Importance is equal to RF model feature importance. Then after that, we print the feature importance and feature importance. Feature importance is equal to reading score, writing score, gender, parental level of education, lunch, race, anxiety, test preparation score, race, group C, group E, group D, group A, group B. Then I select the top feature based on importance. Then I can select, then I select topmost feature in feature import in the feature importance belongs to 0 point uh, which is above to 0.01%. One. After that, I train the model with the selection feature. Selection model is equal to random forest regressor. Then fit into extreme, selected, and white. After that, make prediction. After that, we can check the selected prediction is equal to selected model predict x test selected. Then after once again I calculate regression matrix with with x test and selection prediction. Then I calculate all these values random forest with selected feature. Then my then all the calculation I perform, I calculate these score. Mean squared error is 37.34. Mean absolute error is 4.76, and R score is 0.8. Then after that I made a conclusion for that. Here is the conclusion. A random forest model shows the better performance with an R score value of 0.848. Indicates it explains about 84.8% of the variance. But here is some space we can improve that. We can improve all these reading score, writing score, gender, and consider all the most important for predict the math score based on the feature report and analyzing the random forest model. If you have any inquiry, please contact. Thank you, sir. And here is my
Yeah, Gaurav, are you done?
here is my data. Yes, sir. So here is my data. I can perform download. Now, sir, I am done.
Okay. Roll back to your presentation.
Okay, sir.
Right. So when you started the demo, this was the first thing you should have shown me
Yes,
instead
sir.
of showing it to the last. And see what
Sir,
exact.
sir, वो open नहीं हो रहा था.
Okay. Then you could have reshared the screen. Stop sharing and reshare the screen. Tell me what is your exact topic name, task name,
Sir, exact task name is student performance.
or is it
Predict,
or is it predictive modeling?
predict math score, prediction scoring.
Can you show me your just show me your task mail?
Sir, predicted modeling.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like your task name is predictive modeling, but at the very first slide you are entering student performance. So that shouldn't be happening. Enter the exact task name which is provided to you.
Okay, sir.
That is predictive modeling. That student performance is the subtask, like what exactly you are going to do in the predictive modeling.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, and see, your PPT was short, and there was good explanation by you about the like how you are going to predict the MSc and MA score. But see, while when you give a presentation,
Okay, sir.
just practice beforehand, like how is the your mic level, is it even audible or not, and my screen is visible properly or not, like the camera is proper or not. See, half the time when you were explaining your demo, your mic volume was too low, so half the explanation was not properly heard, and then after that the uh, the MSc and MA score you calculated, right? So
Yes.
just can you just summarize me what exactly what your was your task? Summarize me like into or
Sir,
like 5 to 6 lines.
sir, calculating the math score with the help of all three regression like decision tree, logistic regression, and random forest, and then select the important feature in between three of them.
Right. So for the data set that is provided to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you just tell me, is the demo part done by you?
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Then why is it showing me 18/5/23 on the Jupyter? Roll back to your demo. It clearly says like last checkpoint was like it's 18th of.
Sir, because sir, I can saying I have some issues about random forest regression.
Okay,
Sir,
so
that's sir, this takes a much long time.
okay,
Af-
so
After that, I have some I have some family function. That's why I'm not. I'm.
so basically the demo part is not done by you, right?
Sir, no, sir, damn part is done by me.
Then why is it showing 18th of May on your Jupyter notebook?
Sir, I request. Sir, I. Sir,
Okay, when was the task allotted to you about the
sir,
predictive modeling?
sir, 17.
Hmm?
17.
17th.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 17th of May. Okay. See about the PPT. The fifth module, as you can see, there is too much data.
Yes.
Like, yeah, so you could just split them into 2 slides, right, and not include everything in a single slide. It doesn't look nice. Then the formatting part, see, as you can see, the very first slide, the image is like right here. Then there is good flow chart in the second slide, but from the third slide, you increase the font size, and then in the fifth slide, there is very little font size. So there's no uniformity in your presentation formatting. Okay, so just bring uniformity in your PPT formatting part. And see, this is not your first presentation, right? You have given many presentations.
Yes, sir.
But why are you not including reference slide, the thank you slide, the Q&A slide?
Sir, I am referring that
Where?
in 7th slide.
Where there is no reference slide?
Sir, my screen is visible.
Yeah, your screen is visible. I can see your PPT, but there is no reference slide. You included a separate conclusion slide, right? So in the Q&A slide, basically the Q&A and thank you slide should be like different, not in the yeah, and the reference slide is missing as well. Make it short, but not shorter like on the information part, right? Just split the fifth slide into two. You can get more slides. And when you started the presentation, right? So there was no hook story. It would include like what are you going to show in the presentation, what's student performance, right? But you could have added a small hook story like why do you need a performance prediction of
Yes.
a student, right? So that could have been used as a hook story, which was not there. Then, as I said, there was no reference slide, and you need to work upon the formatting part. And please do practice beforehand, and don't directly give presentation. Okay, so that will actually help you in your college presentation or anywhere when you give presentations. You should practice first. And yeah, that's all from my side. Okay, and don't include family function, all these excuses. You could have done it. If that's
सर
for sure that you must have got time.
यस सर सर मैंने
Don't
सर को मैसेज कर दिया था।
what?
सर कह रहे ठीक है फिर आप फंक्शन के बाद कर लेना।
Acha, okay. Okay, if you have done that, but that's for the scheduling part because it was scheduled for 17th June. I'm talking about the demo part.
यस
It
सर
shows 18th of May. You got the task on 17th May, and you completed your demo part on the 18th, right? Really? Is it possible? And like it's so much.
सर आई एम वर्किंग ऑन नेक्स्ट माय पर्सनल टास्क इज हियर।
These are all excuses.
नो
You
सर
shouldn't give excuses. Okay, well, as I hope you understood everything.
यस सर
Yeah, okay, that's all from my side. Right. So let's move forward. We have Rohit Raj with us. Yeah, you can stop sharing your screen. Yeah. Yeah, Rohit, are you there? Yeah. Please share your screen.
Sir, is the screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
So just wait for a few minutes till it loads.
Right. What's your topic name?
My topic name is overview of project synopsis of real-time stock market trading app.
Okay. From which group you are?
Sir, I am from web developer group.
Okay.
Too much time. Okay. So good evening, everyone. This is Rohit Raj from web developer group, and I am going to present project synopsis of real-time stock market trading web app. So firstly, we will go with the flow of contents, then we will discuss further things later. So we will go with the introduction part, like in which we will discuss why do we need a stock market trading app, and what is a stock market trading app. Then we will go with the features requirement, like what do we need and what are the features that we require for a stock market trading app. Then we will discuss the technology part, in which we will discuss what technology we can use to finally develop such app. Then we will go with the challenges part, in which we will discuss what are the challenges that we may face while developing such apps. Then I will go to the conclusion part, and this is a flow of content. Now let's move to the introduction part. So a stock trading app is a platform where a user can buy and sell stocks. So it is all about the proper ways of handling money, including borrowing, storing, lending, investing, and even protecting it. So with these apps, user can monitor changes in the market activities and execute buy and sell orders in a real time. But there is a question: why do we need it in the first place? Initially, also the stock market trading is happening, but it's happening offline. It's not on the mobile phones or using a application. So actually what happens initially is that if one wants to invest in a or buy or sell stocks, then he has to call up the stock exchange, and in which he will assign a broker who will charge money to buy and sell stocks for the investors. So this initial process of buying and selling stocks is lengthy and is limited to the elite class. So with the development of some stock market trading apps on mobile phones, These are the sections of the society which gets benefited from them. This includes young people who are still trying to figure out whether the stock investment is for them or not, or the first time investors who have very few skills but they want to try their luck, or to start their trading journeys. Or it also includes the professionals who value their time and money and want to have a quick in and out experience, or for such peoples. Then we will go with the what are the features that we require to make a stock market trading app. So this includes, first and foremost, this includes user authentication and security. So this involves the account creation features, and also the web application must have features such as user authentication and security to ensure that user data is protected. And then it requires a real-time stock market data features, like it should show the mm, mm, data, that is price and availability of the stocks in a real time. This can be done using real-time stock market data from APIs. And then uh, it requires a easy to understand format. That means that it should have a better UI and UX design. And it also should come up with a responsive design. This means that the web application is designed to be responsive and making it easy to use on any devices. Other features involves like a real-time order placement and execution, or the portfolio management, trading tools to draw some charts, and to then analyze the what we are going to do. And customer support is one of the most important key features. Here comes the most important part, like all these features are the basic necessity for any stock market trading app. But if we are going with a new stock market trading app in the market, so we need to have some features that is uh, that should act as a differentiating factors from the existing app in the market. So we can do market research and talk to our potential customers to get some idea what are the features they are missing in the existing apps. And then from their ideas and their needs, we can come up with some unique features, and that we can integrate within our apps before coming into the market to play a big game. Now we will go with the technology part, like what are the technology stacks that we need for to develop a stock market trading app in a real time. We will discuss only technology part for a web app. So first start with the front end development. So for front end development, we can either use HTML, CSS, JavaScript along with its frameworks like React.js, Angular, or Vue.js. React.js is the most popular JavaScript library for building user interface. So I will discuss the technology stacks relevant or compatible with the React.js in the upcoming part of the presentation mostly, and we'll just name the other frameworks or libraries. So for backend development, we can use Node.js because it provides a seamless transition from front-end to backend development. Also, the Node.js offers excellent performance and well suited for building scalable and real-time applications. And scalability and the real-time is the most important features that we require while uh, developing a stock market trading app. Python can also be used for the backend development, but I will suggest to go with the Node.js for the web app. So for now it comes the backend framework. So Express.js is well suited for to use with the Node.js, and it has relatively low easy learning curve and is ideal for quick developing APIs and handling server-side logic for real-time stock market trading app. Django and Flask are the other frameworks that can be used with the Python. So we are not going to discuss that. For real-time communication, since real-time is one of the features that we need to incorporate operate in the stock market trading app. So for these features, we need to use either of the WebSocket library or the socket AI.io to inbuild these features. So WebSockets enable real-time bi-directional communication between client and servers, and the React has a good support for working with WebSockets. So uh, we can use either WebSockets and socket.io for real-time communication. Then comes the data part. So for getting the data of the stock prices, market up and down, we can use financial data APIs, which is provided by stock exchanges, financial data provider, and aggregator, and we can fetch data from that and integrate in our app. We can also use RESTful APIs for data retrieval and communication with external services. Then the most important part for any app to exist in the market is the user interface and experience. Many apps have great features, but they falter in user interface and experience, and that's why they fail. So creating an intuitive and user-friendly interface is very important for any app, either it's trading app or any other app, or balancing the need of the sophisticated features and data visualization with simplicity and ease of use. Smooth navigation, fast order execution, and responsive chart is required to enhance the user experience. So we can either use Material UI and Bootstrap for better UI. For charts, we can use charting libraries such as React Chart.js 2 and Recharts to create a dynamic and responsive charts to enhance UI and UX of the app. Then comes the database management part. So Mongo, either of the three, we can use any one of them, but MongoDB is well suited because it's a NoSQL database, and it offers scalability that is required for any app. So we it also the document based structure of the MongoDB aligns well with the JavaScripts and JSON like data formats often used in the React development. MySQL and PostgreSQL can also be used if you want. So then comes the part of the authentication and security. So SSL and TLS are an authentication mechanism. So these authentication mechanisms ensure secure data transmission by implementing SSL and TLS protocols. Additionally, we can utilize authentication mechanism like JSON Web Token or your authorization for user authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization can also be used using JSON Web Token that I have said earlier. Then we should also regularly assess the vulnerabilities and conduct security audits to identify and address potential risks that come with the increasing users uh, and virus. For the next part is testing and quality assurance. For testing purpose, for any app to come in the market, we should first test rigorously in the testing environment. So for testing and quality assurance, either we can use Jest or Selenium or any other tools. Jest is the most popular testing framework that integrates seamlessly with the React. So it provides a simple and efficient way to write unit tests, component tests, and etc. And application logic. So we can test app in these things. And the next part comes in the technology stack is cloud infrastructure and deployment. So either we can use Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud Platform, because both of these services provide robust cloud infrastructure for the deployment services. Uh, Using services like AWS Elastic Beanstalk, Amplify, Google App Engine, etc., we can easily deploy our application. Microsoft Azure can also be used if uh, now comes the most important part. Like we have said that we can use any of this technology to build an app, but with real this with while building this app, We face many challenges. We can face many challenges. So some of the potential challenges are enlisted in the presentation. So I will go one by one. So first is the real-time data integration. So integrating and synchronizing real-time stock market data from various sources is a complex process, and we need to ensure that the data we are providing should be come from the uh, mm, trustable sources, not from any other sources. So we need to verify all these things. The second challenge comes is the performance and scalability. So with the uh, trading apps are high performance to handle apps. So with the increase in the number of concurrent users and market data updates, we should ensure that low latency and responsiveness is available in the app. So we while scaling the app, we should ensuring these things can be challenging, or it require a special optimization and efficient use of resources. So performance and scalability is one of the challenges while building this app. Security and compliance is one of the also a challenge, because these apps involves sensitive financial information and transaction. It also involves the KYC and pan details of the customers. So we should make ensure that the details are not getting shared with any other entities. Also with also what happens is that in these kinds of apps, sometimes RBI or any other governing government entities like SEBI proposes some what I can say, uh, uh, like and changes in the market. So to ensure that change, we should also is also a challenge. Then comes the part like we should order execution and trade management. So we should ensure that the trading engine that we are providing with the app is robust, and it is able to execute order in a real time. Here that I have said earlier, here comes the regulatory compliance part. Like these apps is subject to specific regulations and compliance requirements such as trading hours, trade restrictions, and reporting obligations. So we should incorporate these things in apps, and incorporating these things can be complex and requires a close attention. Testing and reliability, we have said it earlier also, like real-time trading apps must undergo robust testing to ensure reliability and stability. Thoroughly testing order placement, trade execution, data synchronization, and error handling under various scenarios is vital to minimize risk and provide a seamless user experience. Sometimes what happens is that orders get executed and balance gets cut from the customer side, and but in their portfolio it doesn't show the stocks they have buy or they have sold. So in such case in such cases, the user needs customer support for clarification. So in building such kinds of apps, we also need user support and monitoring. Then comes the conclusion part, like what we need to do in order to make a stock market trading app. So first is that we aim to create a user friendly and feature-rich web application for seamless stock trading experience. The technology stack primarily built around React.js for front-end development and Node.js with Express.js for backend part. This project involves integrating real-time stock market data from reliable sources and ensuring accurate and up-to-date information for users for using various financial data APIs. Performance optimization and scalability considerations are crucial to handle large volume of concurrent users and market data updates. Security measures like encryption, authentication mechanism, and adherence to regulatory compliance are at utmost importance to safeguard user data and transaction. Creating an intuitive user experience and seamless user experience also pose design challenges, and we need to work on these challenges in order to provide better user experience. By addressing these challenges and following a well-defined timeline, budget, and resource allocation, the project aims to deliver a robust and successful real-time stock market trading app. So here is a reference slide. I have used a few blogs, and here is a link of those blogs from which I have made these slides. And if you have any question, and then you can ask. I am free to give answer. Hello, hello. Are you
Right.
listening?
So yeah, is the presentation over?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sir. And now the presentation. Good. So
Yes, sir.
yeah. See, Rohit, your presentation was very well structured. Must say this has to be the best presentation for this topic. Like you have included everything which should be there for a stock trading app. Uh,
Yes, sir.
are you taking questions?
Like you can ask a simple question because I have not gone into the development of these apps. I
Right.
have
So
just read the
yeah, that's fine.
blogs.
That's fine. That's fine. So can you tell me some financial data APIs?
Uh, I have not seen that.
Because you are going to
It was
get real
written.
time. Yeah, you're going to get real time stock data, right?
Yes,
But
yes, sir.
there has to be providers that provide you with data. So can you name them
Okay.
at least two?
Uh, I didn't remember. I have not studied that. Maybe
So in
something
your
from BSc.
yeah in your mail, the task mail, there are deliverables, right? You
Yes, sir.
you delivered everything properly, and I have no doubt. Like the presentation was very good. The formatting part, you started with a very good story. Then there was a good introduction about the task, and then the technology stack, which included
Yes,
everything, like how you're going to actually go through from the bare minimum to the till the end of customer support. So
yes.
yeah, there was everything: the conclusion slide, the reference slide, and Q&A slide. So yeah, a very good presentation from your side. It's just you do need to prepare, like after giving the presentation, you're going to ask like if anyone has a question. So be
Okay.
prepared from that part as well. In your
Yes, sir. I will
as
take care of that from the next
yeah,
time.
as I was saying earlier, so in your deliverables, the task mail, there are mentioned APIs. Maybe you can get to them and answer the question.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Okay.
I have one more doubt. Like, I was on leave from 6th to 10th of the June. I am told that in the technical support chat. But he said, okay, and my presentation from for the first project, that is doctor's website, got scheduled on the 8th, which I am not able to give. So I thought a mail will come with the rescheduled date. So there
Okay.
isn't any mail that comes. So when can
If
I present?
yeah, if it's scheduled and is your PPT ready?
Uh, Sir, PPT is ready, but for on the web page, on the server on which I am hosting the web, I have hosted another web page, so I have to recorrect it in order to
So
present it.
okay, so
So it will
basically
take
the
time.
demo part is not yet completed, right?
Yes, I have hosted another web page on that, and it is restricted to only
Okay,
one page.
since it's already scheduled, you can give it like after completing your demo part. Okay.
So when can on any day I can present, or is there
Not any day,
an
since it's already scheduled, and
uh,
if you click on new like scheduled presentation, so you will get the schedule of the next task and not the task like the doctor's page presentation. Okay,
yes, sir.
so what you can do is just since today is Tuesday, right? So you can present it on Friday. I mean, that much time is like enough for completing the demo part, right?
So it is complete. So I just have to
Okay, so
post.
then yeah,
Uh,
if you
I
can
can
complete.
present it on Friday, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah. If you
That
can
will be nice.
complete in like like you can schedule give a presentation on the next day, like tomorrow or day after tomorrow, or like if you are not
Okay,
comfortable
sir.
now, so Friday.
I will give it on Thursday or Friday any day. Like,
Okay,
okay.
okay, but
Yes.
do give it. Okay,
Yes.
okay, uh, a good presentation. Okay, let's move ahead. We have Harsh Aditya with us. Yes, Harsh. Share your screen,
Good
please.
evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Am I audible clearly?
yeah, you're audible.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Can you see the slides?
Yeah, it's visible. What's your task name?
Okay, okay. So, my task was to create a web crawler and email automation using SMTP.
Well, okay. Yeah, you can start
Can
your
I go on?
presentation. Yeah, you
Okay.
can start your presentation.
So, good evening, everyone. I am Harsh Aditya. I am Harsh Aditya, and I will be presenting my first task from Hackweather, that is to create a web crawler and Gmail automation using SMTP. So here I go with my presentation. One second. One second. So first we'll be starting with the web crawler part. So one second. Actually, I'm not. I'll have to hide the thumbnail. Yeah. So first, starting with the web crawler part. So it is the introduction of the web crawler project. So we'll be seeing what is the overview of the web crawler project. So what is the purpose to web crawler project? So the purpose of creating web crawler project is basically to extract and analyze the data that are available on the web. For example, if we search for anything on the web, we get a lot of search results. So it's a just a web application with which you can extract and analyze data in a tabular format. Actually, you can extract the data in the CSV file, and as we know, CSV file can be easily manipulated, and we can extract the valuable information from it. So the next part is what is the importance. So it provides valuable information for various applications, and basically we will told. I was told to uh, make it about the digital marketing. I have made the project in keeping in mind the digital marketing. But apart from digital marketing, there are many more application that many more application that uses this web crawler. So next, coming to the key features. So the key features are it collects data from a specified websites. It's not like we can collect data from any arbitrary website. We can specify the websites from which we want our data to be retrieved, and it's not necessary that it should be a single website. We can create a list of websites such as Reddit and Quora, etc., etc. And we can create a list. We can loop through the list. It's very easy in Python to loop through the list, and we can collect data from the specified websites. Secondly, it uses keyword-based search to retrieve relevant information. We have to provide the keyword, and it provides us the search result. So it provides a list of questions related to the keyboard. Basically, what I have made the project keeping in view the digital marketing. So we need the questions that what kind of questions people generally ask about the specific keyboard that we are providing. So next, coming to the part of objective. The objective is to demonstrate the capabilities and the potential applications of the web crawler. Moving on to the next slide, I'll be talking about what technical stacks I have used. So programming language, I have used Python. The libraries and modules that I have used, the first one is requests. A request is basically to send HTTP requests and receive HTTP responses. JSON is to parse JSON data, and pandas is to create and manipulate data frames. Now here the data frame plays a very important role, because as we know, data frame is a very important data structure in Python. If we talk about the 2D data, if we talk about the tabular data, a data frame is one of the best data structures to store it. And second, what external APIs I have used. So I have used Google Custom Search API. It performs keyword-based searches on the specified websites, all the website that we have specified. Moving on to the next slide, we'll see the use cases. So the first use case is obviously content aggregation, collecting and organizing information from multiple websites. It can be for multiple purposes. Second is for the market research. We want to analyze trends, or we want to know about the customer opinions, and we want to know our competitor analysis. So it can be used for that. Third is question answering systems, generating question sets for AI training or FAQ sections. We can train AI on the question sets, and it can provide us the relevant answers. The fourth one is analysis. It's a very we have many algorithms for sentiment analysis in uh, machine learning. So it is basically it needs the data, and the data should be it's very favorable if you provide it in a tabular format. So extracting user opinions and sentiments from online platforms is also a use case of this. Next is SEO optimization. It identifies the relevant keywords and it analyzes the search rankings. Moving on to the next slide is what difficulties I faced in the project. So the first difficulty that we can face is that prevents automated crawling, and if to to mitigate that, we will have to use a captcha solving mechanisms, or we can even intervene manually. And the second one is the dynamic website structures. Some website have dynamic content or JavaScript driven interfaces that can make data extraction more challenging. So we can use techniques like web scraping and dynamic DOM. It is required sometimes to extract the data. The third is rate limiting. Sometimes website enforce rate limits to prevent abuse. So we can use delay between requests, or we can use multiple addresses, and it can help mitigate the issue. The fourth one is data quality and noise. So filtering and cleaning the extracted data can be complex, as websites may contain irrelevant or noisy information. So data pre-processing techniques is very necessary to be applied. Fourth one is maintaining and updating crawlers, because website changes over time. It requires regular maintenance and updates to ensure our crawler remains effective and functional. Coming on to the implementation part, I'll be sharing one more screen of my Jupyter notebook. One second. So is my Jupyter notebook visible? Can you see my Jupyter notebook?
Yeah, it's visible.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's visible.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you. So this is for the Google crawl, that is for digital marketing. So okay. Thank you, sir. So the provided code snippet demonstrates a simplified version of the web crawler. There can be many modifications. Honestly, we can make many modifications to the Google crawler and endless updates in this. So it's just a basic version of web crawler that simply gives you the set of questions that is related to the keyword. So let's see the working of the script. So let's run it. So I'll explain a little bit about the code. So I've already mentioned in the slide that I've used request find.
I think you got disconnected.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sir.
you're audible. Continue.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. You can continue.
Okay. Okay. So I was telling about the code. So and time delta is important. Time delta is used to calculate the difference between the dates basically. And I've created a secure file because the API key and the CX value that we will be needing for the web crawler is it's very important that it is not revealed to everyone, the API key and the CX file, and I'm importing from that file. So it's just an abstraction, and the code is very basic. So I don't need to explain the code entirely. So let's run it. So how to ace JEE suppose. I I just want to know how people think about JEE. So yeah, these are the questions that people think about JEE. So it's basically in a tabular format, and we also get the CSV file. It is saved in the folder itself. So I'll move on with the presentation. One second. Mm, Sorry. One second. I'll have to nail it. So the limitations and improvements, I've already told there can be many improvements made to this website. It's just a basic version of Google crawler. So the code does not handle authentication or pagination, which would be necessary in a product level crawler. The code focuses on extracting titles that could be collected, but we are not collected in this project, and improve data cleaning and pre-processing. So moving on to the next part of the project, that is email automation using Python. So we will be seeing the overview of the automated email. And what is the purpose? The purpose is to send automated emails using Python scripting. Its importance is that it saves times and effort by automating email sending tasks. What are the key features? The key features are it sends HTML formatted emails with custom content. We can basically create any content. We can attach file as well, but in this project, I have not done that. I have not attached any file. I've just emailed the text content. So it also supports attachments such as PDF files. It is configurable sender and receiver addresses. We can configure the sender and receiver addresses basically. Its objective is to demonstrate the capabilities and potential applications of the automated email sender. So I'll be talking about the technical stacks. So talking about the programming language, it's Python. Libraries and modules I've used SMTP lib. It is used for establishing an SMTP connection and sending emails. Email.mime.multipart. It is for creating multi-part email messages. Email.mime.text. It is used to add HTML content to email messages. Email.mime.base is used for handling attachments, and email.encoders is basically used to encode attachment data. And the external dependencies that I've used is the SMTP server, that is Gmail's SMTP server. We can use Hotmail as well, but in this project, I've used Gmail's SMTP server. The use cases is automated notifications. We can send automated notifications or reminders to users or clients. We can it's the second is the email marketing campaigns. We can automate the process of sending marketing emails to a large audience. It can be done using basically we can create a list of the receiver's address, and we can iterate. It's very easy to implement that in Python. We basically create a list of receiver's address and we iterate through, and every email address gets sent the required email. So the third is report generation, attaching generated reports or documents to email messages and sending them automatically. Fourth is task scheduling, integrating with scheduling tools to send emails at specific times or intervals. And fourth is a personalized communication, sending personalized emails with a dynamic content based on user data. So what difficulties? Talking about the difficulties, the first one is SMTP server configuration. Configuring the SMTP server settings, including host, port, and authentication details, it can be challenging. Really, it is challenging for a newbie actually. If you get to do project one or two times, it's quite convenient after that. The second one is handling authentication, providing the correct credentials, that is the email ID and the app password. And I have to say the app password is very confidential information and it shouldn't be revealed. For authentication with SMTP server, HTML email formatting, constructing HTML content for the email body requires knowledge of HTML and CSS. It's the basic of web development actually. Attachment handling, properly encoding and attaching files such as PDFs to the email message. And the last one is error handling and debugging. So handling potential errors and exceptions that may occur during the mail sending processes and implementing appropriate error handling and logging mechanisms. The fourth part is the code explanation and implementation. So I'll like to open Jupyter Notebook again. So it's email automation using SMTP. So the first is the email.message, and we have imported email message, and the password file. Actually, the password file, I have created a password file because I've already told the app password is very confidential, so it can't be revealed as such. So I have created a password file and I'll be importing password my, it's a variable, and I'll be using the variable in the code part. So also this code is very straightforward. So I'll be going to the execution part right away. Restart and run all. Enter the email ID. So I'll be uh, writing my email ID only. It's my college ID. So let's see, it's my college ID. Let's see if we have got any email. I think it has something to do with the slow internet. I think it's my internet connection is a little slow today. Wait, hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
yes, you're audible.
Yeah, I'm saying that I think there is due to rain. I think there is some internet issue. I don't get it because my network is always fine. I usually it's fine, but I don't know what's the issue today. So let's give the email ID once again. It's my college ID. I'll be opening to see if I got an email. It's the email ID that I have given. So let's see. if we get an email. Actually, I've used it. Email is being sent from this, but I think due to slow internet connection, I'm not able to show the demo part, right? Sure. Mm, mm. Yeah. So we got the email. Um, I'd like to apologize due to my slow internet connection. It took so much time, but yeah, we got the email. This is a sample email, and I've I have customized it. This is an automated mail generated using Python, and that's my name, regardless. So it's working fine. So let's move ahead with the presentation. So I like to discuss the demonstrations and limitations. So the email sent, it display a sample email content, including the HTML body and the attachment, highlight any customization option or dynamic content including in the email. So I have already shown the live demonstration. So let's move ahead. The references that I've used for the project is the Hack with a Python playlist, and there were 3 videos that I saw, and it was quite good videos, quite helpful videos, and I created the project using these videos, and that's it. Thank you. You, sir?
Yeah, it's over, right?
Yes, yes.
Right. So,
One
see,
second.
although there were so many interruptions, but yeah, your PPT formatting is very good, and you started properly. And see, your when since it's your first task, so what exactly is your task name? As I asked you previously.
Yeah. So my task was like a Google crawler, keeping in view the digital marketing. We have to use Google crawler for digital marketing, and I have to use an email automation service that we have to send emails using the SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. We
Right,
have to send the email, and
right.
we have to
These
make an
maybe
email
these are,
automation.
I guess these are the sub tasks. The main task is to develop Hackweda business operations scripts in Python, right?
Okay.
Right.
Main task, the main task,
What was the
what
what was the task name?
one second, one second, I'm opening the task.
Yeah. So the presentation, yeah. So presentation
What
title is
I perceived was that we make the Google crawler, and yeah,
the presentation title is develop Hackweda business
actually I
operation.
perceived the
Uh,
okay.
yeah.
What
So
I perceived was that I have to make a Google crawler and email automation service.
right, you have to do that, and you did it. Those are
Okay,
the subtasks. You have to actually include the title on the first slide, like the given title.
okay.
Yeah, since it's your first task, then
I
so
apologize for that. I'll keep in mind. Yeah.
that's fine. Just
Okay.
keep it from the second task onwards, second presentation
Okay.
onwards.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Talking about the
Sure.
Google
Sure.
crawler, your hook
Mm,
story was good, introductory part was good as
mm,
well, and there was a demo part. So in all the that presentation was very good. You explained it very well,
mm,
and yeah, pretty much the formatting part was very good as well. So I believe you covered
mm,
everything that is there is to. And then the second task onwards, see, although there were so many interruptions, but you did manage to complete it, which is a good thing. And there was a good demo part as well. So in all,
Thank you.
yeah, it's fine. In all, I have to say, just do pre presentation preparation. Okay.
Yeah.
So at the time of the presentation, these things shouldn't happen. Right. So
Yeah,
it
actually,
yeah.
I have done that, but I don't know. Today, my internet connection is not stable,
Yeah,
so
it interrupts the flow, right? So
I was not.
there was a good
Yeah,
structured presentation, but because
yeah,
of the internet issue,
yeah, yeah,
the flow
yeah,
got
yeah,
interrupted.
yeah,
So
yeah, I
that
get that.
yeah,
Yes.
and see, since it's the first task, at the end part of the presentation, just add a Q&A slide. We should include your GitHub link or
Okay.
your Gmail. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Rest there
Okay.
was a reference slide,
Okay.
and you
Hmm.
can add a conclusion slide as well, summarizing your task. Okay. Right. That's I guess you
Actually,
will.
I had bit uh, concluded both the tasks, so I didn't include the conclusion slide at the end. So
Okay.
I'll keep it in mind, and from
Since
next
both the
batch.
tasks are like different, na? So concluding the first task and then starting the presentation,
Then
you can do that as well. Okay.
okay.
That's all
Yeah.
from my side. It was a good
Okay.
presentation.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Right. Since we don't have any more presenters here, we'll conclude our presentation session
So
now. Yeah.
I had a,
Yeah.
so I had a few doubts.
Right. I was going to say it. So yeah, if anyone has any doubts, just ask. Yeah, Prateek, go on.
Sir, because whenever I click in my mail, whichever link is present, I get gets clicked twice by itself. So my initially when I didn't get a task, I clicked for assign a new task.
Mhm.
I got 3 tasks and 2 presentations straight away.
Okay.
And even this thing, attendance daily, I get around 2 times return mails
Uh, okay. For attendance, you got 2 mails each a
per
day.
day.
Okay. So what you can do is just uh, inform in technical chat. Maybe they can help because
Okay.
yeah. See, if you are you clicked on click like once, right, for
Yeah, yeah.
schedule new task. Okay. Okay. You can actually take technical support's help,
Okay.
and or if you are like comfortable, so since you got the task, so you can complete it in like a week or 10 days, maybe one task,
Okay.
and then since it's already scheduled, as you are saying, like you get this scheduled as well, so you can give your presentations, right?
So like the second task I got also presentation date is today, but I didn't complete. I didn't start that yet.
That's fine.
So when am
Since
I
you
supposed to present that? Like because if I click again, I'll get the fourth task instead. I won't get the presentation date for the second one.
so this is happening from the start, right?
Yeah, yeah. For me, it started on internship started on 16 June. So
Mhm.
17th we got the first mails.
Okay, right. So yeah, just inform it in technical chat. They'll surely help you about this because this is like a very new issue.
Okay.
They were like, this is actually a very new issue. So yeah, just inform them. Maybe they will help you and they'll guide you.
Okay.
Or if you like, if you're comfortable, just since you got the task, complete it in a week or a two, and then
Okay.
present it since it's already scheduled, and
Okay.
then go for the next task. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one more
And
thing is, do we have to join the daily Scrum meetings or only when we have presentation?
no, only when you have to give presentations. When
So
yeah.
and the demo video we are supposed to submit in the Trello. Was
Mhm.
told in the mail. So
Yeah.
how do we
You have
submit it? But
like
how, where do we submit in Trello?
in Trello. See, Trello is not for submission of your task. Okay. Trello is for if you get any difficulty. Although that too is for technical chat, but if since it's a group, right? You must have got your Trello like your board link, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you have any like general query or whatever, so you can put it in Trello. So the members who are already in the your board, they might help you. But for the most time, you should go for technical chat. And uh, talking about the submission of task, see, in your case, since it was a first task, the location prediction system, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you created a PPT, right? submit that PPT, and then you created this
Demo video.
video, right? So you can just recall that demo video, like explain it, and then create that file and submit it in the technical chat. Don't submit in Trello. When you open it, when you open the technical support, there's this attachment
Yeah,
file,
assign.
right?
Yeah.
So just submit your task activity there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay. Well, since that concludes our discussion session as well. So, and since we don't have any more presenters here, we'll conclude our presentation session now. And a very good evening, everyone. Thank you. Stop the recording.